All right, so you have a course and you want to run some TikTok ads because that's all you're hearing about right now is how well TikTok ads are doing over Facebook, over YouTube. Everybody right now, as of what is this, March 2022, is talking about TikTok advertising, and rightfully so, because it is actually really killing it. So you have a course on Kajabi. You need to figure out how to install the pixel, right? You don't have, it's not as easy as Facebook where it has that partner integration, right? It's more of a manual process. So it can be a little tricky, especially if you don't know what you don't know. There's a couple different spots where you have to put some code. It threw me off, and that's really the main reason why I'm creating this video. So let's get into it. So before we start, I'm going to be using the TikTok standard pixel. There's two different types of pixel when we're talking about TikTok. It's the standard pixel or the dev pixel, right? The standard pixel is what we're going to be talking about here in this video. I will do another video for the dev version, but the standard pixel is great for non-techies, right? People that aren't very technical. They're not doing this for a living. They just want to get in there and do it the easiest way possible. So TikTok has made the standard pixel. So it's great for non-techies. You can pay by credit card. The dev pixel is something that you can actually get a line of credit. They'll give you, I've heard, them giving, millions of dollars in lines of credit for larger agencies, right? So you can pay over time, either net 30, net 60, things like that. So you could actually run your ads, make money, and you won't have to pay for, at least 30 or more days, right? So this standard pixel is you pay by credit card. So you run the ad, you set your daily budget, and then you're paying on each cycle, right? So and then as far as the events, right? So we know that just like the Facebook pixel, if you have any experience with running Facebook advertising, you know that the Facebook pixel basically comes with a base code, and then you have event codes. Now, depending on how you install the Facebook pixel, now there's conversion API, there's partner integrations, like with Kajabi. There's a partner integration with Facebook and Kajabi. It's literally you just get the access token and your pixel ID, and it's good to go. All your events, your purchase, lead, initiate checkout, it's all done automatically for you through that partnership with Kajabi and Facebook. I would have to imagine that it's only a matter of time before Kajabi and TikTok do that partnership. TikTok's really pushing hard to get that ad spend over from Facebook and other platforms like YouTube and things like that. So the events you would set up, there's no, with the dev version of the pixel for TikTok, you would have to basically install, just like Facebook, you have the base code and then little event codes that you put on each page, like the thank you page, like the checkout page and things like that. Well, it's the same thing with TikTok with the dev mode. You'll actually take that snippet and put it on separate pages, right? So this is a little bit different. Really, for the standard pixel, you just need to install your base code, and then there is almost like a Facebook. And again, if you have any experience with Facebook, Facebook has now the event setup tool, right? So you basically click on the event setup tool, type in your URL, brings you to the website, and then you can actually just make events or set up your events that way. TikTok's very similar to that, where you basically you're not necessarily going to the website, but what you're doing is you're typing in the URL of your thank you page, letting TikTok know, all right, this page right here is my complete purchase. The checkout page, this page right here is initiate checkout, right? So that's how we're going to go out or go about doing it. So without talking, sorry, I can talk a little bit, but let's get into it. So I'm going to assume, I'll create other video content about Ads Manager within TikTok, and I'm creating right now I'm creating an entire course inside my premium membership. It's called Savage Creators Club. In my premium membership, you literally get everything. There's a whole Facebook advertising course. There's a YouTube advertising course. There's how to get clients, how to create video content, TikTok advertisements. I even have a web design, how to create, where I show you how to create websites, custom websites without using templates or anything, without knowing any code or anything like it's called 7-Day Web Designer. So literally everything that all the knowledge that I've amassed over the last almost 20 years of doing this stuff, I've just kind of brain dumped into one spot. It's not like any other course or anything like that you've come across. It's literally, instead of you buying like a Facebook ads course, I just like, just give me the money and I'll give you everything, right? So because we live in a world where in order to really have the amount of success that we want as far as a small business or any really kind of business, we need omnipresence, right? You can't just be a one-trick pony just running Facebook ads. Run Facebook ads, run YouTube ads, run TikTok ads. You need that omnipresence because all you want to be marketing where your audience is. And yes, they're kind of spread out across different platforms, but there are people that use just TikTok. There are people that use just Facebook. So you really want to be everywhere in your marketing efforts. So there again, I'm rambling again. So first things first, let's sign into our TikTok ads manager. If you don't have an ads manager, basically just Google TikTok for Business. I think it's just Google TikTok for Business. Go there, create an account, and then once you create your account, you can get to your ads account by going to ads.tiktok.com, right? So if you are have any experience with Facebook, this is going to be very similar. It's not quite the same, but it's similar. Like in this instance, in order to create a pixel, we need to go to Events Manager. It's the same thing in Facebook. So once we are in our dashboard, we want to come under Assets and then Events. And the first thing that we want to do, we don't want app events. We want web events. That's what I'm going to be setting up here. And basically, once we get here, you see I have a pixel that I was testing earlier today. So I'm just going to set up a new one for this video. And so I'll just set up web events. If you don't have anything, where I already have one in here, if you don't have anything, right in the middle of the screen, you should see a button that says Create Pixel or Set Up Web Events or something along those lines. There will be a button in the middle of the screen. So what we want to choose is the TikTok Pixel. There's Events API as well, which is so basically the standard pixel, and what we'll be installing here is a browser-based pixel. So it's using cookies. Events API is like Conversions API in Facebook. So it's more of a server-side pixel where it's actually looking for server events, and then the server sends it to Facebook, where with the TikTok pixel and the standard pixel and a browser-based pixel, it's relying on the browser like Chrome, right? So we're going to choose TikTok pixel, and then we'll hit next. And we want to name this, so I'm just going to name this test pixel. And we want to manually install code. You can try, this is a Kajabi video, so don't try that because Kajabi doesn't have a partnership. But just to let you know that this is here, you can try, depending on if you want to move on and install it somewhere else as well, just to let you know that you can automatically set up web events and partner platforms. They do have a bunch of partners, so you can check those out as well. But for Kajabi, this is why we're here. I'm getting off track a little bit. We're going to choose manually install pixel or manual install pixel code, and then hit next. And this is where we choose from standard mode or developer mode. Dev mode or developer mode, like I said, is a little bit different, takes a little bit more knowledge. It's a little bit more tech savvy. So for most people, I'd say small businesses, things like that, people that are just starting out with TikTok ads, standard mode is more than enough to choose from. So we'll choose that and then create. And basically what's going to do is it's going to, just like Facebook or any, like I said, it's very similar. This is our base code, right? So we want to copy pixel code. And what we want to do, this is what holds or gets everybody stopped up, right? So we want to come over here to Kajabi, right? So there's a couple different places where we want to put our base code. When you get into your dashboard, if you come down to settings, we want to click on site settings and then scroll all the way down, and there's a section for page scripts, right? You can see here, header page scripts, right? What we want to do is, you can see that I've already pasted the one that I was testing earlier. I already pasted that here, but yeah, this is where you paste it. If you have something here, you can see that this Google Tag Manager. If you have other code here, you don't want to delete it. You don't want to paste over it. Just go to the bottom or to the next available spot and paste your base code here. That's number one, right? So once you do that, we can hit save. That is installing the base code on every single page of your site except the checkout pages. And this is what holds everybody up. They install the pixel, they get the events firing, they get the page view and the view content and all that stuff, and everything's firing properly. But then when they get to the checkout and then the purchase, it doesn't even show a pixel. It just, it doesn't show anything is firing. And then, it's for so long I was scratching in my head, like, what am I doing wrong? Why? It makes no sense, because this is going on every page. Why doesn't it show up on the checkout page? Well, here's why. Well, what we want to do is you want to come back to settings, and then instead of site details, checkout settings. I don't know why they do this, but I don't know if it's a code thing, or if it's, I'm not a developer or anything like that, so I wouldn't be able to speak on it, but there's got to be a reason, right? There's got to be a reason why it's done like this. So under checkout settings, if you come all the way down, you'll see header tracking code. And we want to, same thing, that same code, the same code that we pasted under the site details is pasted here as well. So this is basically installing the base code on every single page, even the checkout pages. And I'm telling you, this one step throws everybody off. It threw me off for the longest time. It was so hard to find information. There's no videos about it, so this is literally why I'm creating this video. So now that we have our base code connected, we can hit save. And one thing that I can tell you that you should grab, again, if you have any experience with Facebook, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But just like there's a Facebook Pixel helper, there's a TikTok Pixel helper, which is a Chrome extension. So basically what this does, and let me just I'll head over to the main page here. This is the main Kajabi site. So basically, once we come to your Kajabi site, if your pixel is installed properly, which if you just followed me, it should be, with Facebook or TikTok Pixel Helper, you can just click on here and it will tell you, hey, one pixel has fired. And this is the pixel that fired on your Kajabi site. So perfect. That's all we need right now. So right now we are able to track people across our entire site. So let's just check that. So if I come here to, let's just watch this. So basically, we can see that this is firing. This is, all right, view content. So let's just say, for example, someone signs up. This should be bringing them further along. So this is like a free training. And yep, complete registration because they just filled out the form. So they watched the training. All right, so I'm interested in getting into the premium and saving $400. So here, okay. Page view, good, it's still firing. And then, all right, so I'm interested. I want to join. This should bring me to the checkout page and initiate checkout. Boom. So what I can do, if I went through this purchase, I've already purchased here, but this is part of the checkout page. So if this wasn't firing, this is the page, this checkout page, and then after you make the purchase, then you get brought to the inside the account. That just wasn't firing whatsoever. I would look at Facebook or TikTok Pixel Helper, and it wasn't even showing a pixel was installed. That's because the one side, the non-checkout side, so not this page and then the purchase page, the other side of Kajabi, they're separate for whatever reason. I don't know, what that entails. Like I said, I'm not a developer, so I'm sure there has to be a good explanation. But on one side, like all your landing pages and your sales pages and things like that, that will be handled with site details, and then any checkout page and purchase section or purchase page is done through checkout section or settings, right? So you with me? Good. So how do we set up events? We need to set up events. So this is going to allow us to at least, how do we set up this initiate checkout? That's a manual process too. So let's go back over to Events Manager. So in just letting you know that, hey, okay, so it's letting you know the exactly instructions. All right, copy this. It's just telling you exactly what you need to do. You can verify the pixel code here as well by putting in your URL. So you once you install the pixel, inside the head section of your site details and the checkout settings, you can come here, put your URL and verify, and it'll just let you know, hey, yep, you're good. It sees it. So let's just do that here because it looks like it's requiring us to. So I will bear with me because I'm like the microphone is in the way. I'm trying to type, and so just verify this. And this should be good. Actually, this is not going to verify because I didn't install this pixel. So let's install it. I'm just going to install it. Let's go to settings, site details. Oh, my mouse is hanging up here. So I'm just going to install this other one too, and then I'll know to delete it. So I'm just going to paste this. These two are totally two separate pixels. So I'll save this. Hopefully this works. It should. In theory, it should. In theory. We'll see if it... Okay, good. Sweet. So that theory was correct. So we'll hit next. I didn't know if it was going to bark at me for having two different pixels, but shouldn't. So here we are. So now we need to set up our events. We can set up click events like on buttons and things like that, or we can choose URLs, and that's the way that I'm going to do it. That's the way that works best for our particular. I mean, if you have a course and you're trying to sell it that way through ads, I would use it or this method. So what we want to do is we want to click on Enter URL Keywords. And then basically what it's doing is, all right, so what event do we want to set up? So let's see, add payment info, add to cart, complete payment, complete registration. So let's just say view content, right? So let's just say let's back out of here. Let's just say for this opt-in, we want, this is view content, right? So they're about to, I wish there was like a form event code or something like that, but view content for this, it seems like the best option in this case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that URL. So savagecreatorsclub.com/opt-in. So we'll copy that. And then we'll come over to Event Manager, view content. We want to say, all right, so this page URL contains this is a view content. We want that to fire a view content, right? So same thing, we want to enter URL for another one. So view content, what's next? So complete registration, right? So let's just say for this, after they put in their email, we want this to be complete registration. So why don't I say this, anything with a sales page. So I'm not going to worry about any of this. I'm going to say anything with sales page, savagecreatorsclub.com sales page, anything with that in the URL. That's what it's going to be looking for. We want to say anything with, if you see sales page, if you see savagecreatorsclub.com/sales page in the URL, I want you to fire a complete registration. All right. So that's that. We'll just keep on going down. And then let's see. So what we want to do is we want to follow this funnel here to the checkout page. We'll log out of here. So the checkout page. And let's see, I'll go offers. So in Kajabi, every offer is going to come with a unique code. I could say offers just like I did with the sales page. But for this particular ad, I'm going to be running ad, and this offer code is unique to the offer, so it's not going to change. So I'm looking for this offer specifically. But again, you could just choose offers. I would say the reason why you wouldn't do that is that if you are running ads for multiple courses or multiple offers, anyone that, you could be running Facebook ads to one course, TikTok ads to a different course. And if you just set up offer without this unique offer code, anybody that goes to any one of those offers, whether it's the course you're running for Facebook ads or the course you're running for TikTok ads, it's just going to fire that thing. So Facebook would get credit for TikTok. TikTok would get credit for Facebook. So this offer code is unique. It's not going to change. So I will be running TikTok ads for this specific offer. So I want to be more specific on this one. So I'm going to copy that. And what we want to do is, this is an add to cart or initiate checkout, right? So we want to put anybody that goes here, they're initiating checkout. They're about to check out. They're about to put in their information and sign up. So anybody that goes to this web address, this unique offer code, will fire and initiate checkout, right? So one more, we want to purchase, right? Complete purchase, complete payment. So what we want to do is, luckily there's a code here. Let's see if I can get past this with some random email. Good. All right. So I'm just going to say, let's just set a password. So this is the complete purchase. Once I get here, this thank you page with this unique offer code is coming here. So anybody that shows up on this web address with this unique offer code is going to fire a complete payment. Okay. So we are good to go. So I'm going to complete setup, proceed. And let's just check this out a little bit. So let's go back. And this will be something to see if it's firing. Yeah, I mean, we have two different pixels on here. Trust me, that's exactly what you need to do. So just to recap, TikTok ads, standard events, or the standard pixel. You basically come into your ads manager, go to assets, events. We want to web events. If you have nothing here, you will just, there should be a button right in the middle. You just click on that. I think it says create pixel, or it might even see set up web events, this button right here. I'm pretty sure it says create pixel, but whatever it is, there's a button right in the middle. Just press it. And then it's going to bring you to this screen right here where you choose TikTok Pixel or Events API, TikTok Pixel. Next, you name it manually, put the base code on the site details. So in your Kajabi account, under settings, site details, put a base code in the head section there. And then once you, what you want to do is take that same base code, go out of site details, go to checkout settings, and then scroll down to where it says tracking code or head section for the checkout, and then put your base code there. That will get you set up so at least the pixel is on all pages of the website, all pages, and the checkout process. From there, you're just going to click next and follow the prompts for when you set up this pixel manually, and then it's going to ask you to set up events, either with a URL or clicks. Choose URL. You're going to need the URLs of each page, so you want to just make sure that, all right, this is my view content, this is my initiate checkout, this is my purchase, right? So you want to put those URLs and tell TikTok, this is what I'm looking for here, right? So that's it. We're done. If you have any questions, I know this is it's a little weird, especially if this is totally new to you. It can get overwhelming, I get it. So if you have questions, just use the comments. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you have and help anybody out. But the reason why I really wanted to create this is that, I was in the situation where I just couldn't figure out the checkout settings, and there's really no documentation around it and no videos around it. So I figured, darn it, I'm going to help some people out. That's it for me. Again, if you are interested in my premium membership, this is by no means a sales pitch whatsoever, but if you find this content valuable, subscribe to the channel. Give this a like. It will really help me out. And I'm going to start creating a ton more content for the YouTube channel, just because I am getting some great feedback on the videos that I have made so far. It's a brand new channel. I do have a free Facebook page. Operation0to100k.com is my Facebook group. It is free. It's a closed group, but you just come in, just put in an email, and we'll let you in there. I'm creating content on a weekly basis there. And then again, if you are interested in getting that premium membership right now, it's in beta, and the deal is great. For $4.97, you can get access to a full Facebook ads course, a full YouTube ads course, a full how to get clients, a full video production course, how to build websites, everything about the foundation, how a local business can succeed online. And get that omnipresence from web to SEO to Google My Business. Everything is in there. For $4.97, it's like, come on. It's crazy. So that's it for me. I'll see you in the next one.